In Nigeria, seasons come and go, but they leave us with some peculiarities. Festive seasons in the country are usually accompanied by hike in cost of goods and services. With a week to the Eid-el-Kabir celebration, airfares for major routes across the country have gone up. Airline operators blame the hike on skyrocketing price of aviation fuel, also known as Jet A1. Routes mostly affected are in the north, with prospective passengers already lamenting the hike. Adewale, isn't this common, especially when festivities are around us?
Yeah, it's common, but it always brings pains to many Nigerians. Unfortunately, a lot of Nigerians now who can afford to travel by air would rather choose to go by air because of several security situations associated with traveling by road. So it's quite unfortunate that people need to pay almost 3 times what they used to pay before. And there seems to be no solution, that is very close to us, because this is happening in the midst of fuel scarcity.
Absolutely.
We have gasoline, diesel, everything has gone up. So they are the same byproducts of crude oil. So I think it's going to continue for some time. We are not going to deceive ourselves. More people will need to pay. It's going to also increase the burden on corporate institutions who need to pay the airfare of their workers, travel from one place to the other. And our Muslim brothers who would like to go home for festivity. So I think it's coming at a very unfortunate time, when people necessarily want to go and see their families.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right, so this hike in airfares is about 30 to 40% increase, especially like the report says for northern routes. And you already said that these people would like to go home. It's a norm when Salah comes, people want to go home and celebrate with their families. And is there a way for the airlines to at least subsidize this, especially at this period when we all know people want to go and celebrate?
Well, I'm sure most of the airlines will have wished to subsidize, but they are not running charity organizations. They need to pay their workers. They need to service their aircraft. They need to, provision of catering, maintenance of the aircraft. And if you look at the cost of raw materials, which they need to get from abroad, it's not going to be easy for them. So they need to look for a way to meet up with the rising obligations of production. So I don't expect them to, unfortunately, we don't have state carrier that is owned by federal government that can afford to run at a loss for a short time in order to meet public demands. All of them, without exception, are private airlines. So I think it will be very difficult, unless just deliberately want to, maybe assist people for 1 or 2 days.
That's what I'm saying, just for this holiday, just for this short period.
Yeah, it's a very good thing, but, in the context of the challenges facing them, I'm sure that it will be very difficult. Maybe what they can do is to reduce the airfare, maybe a day to the, to the festival, and then a day after. But eventually, it's not going to be something that everybody can afford. And of course, most of the northern states, we are talking of Kaduna, Borno, we are talking of Sokoto. Those days people used to go by road. But who wants to travel by road now? Even people travel as, short distances from Akure to Lagos. They prefer to go by air because of security problems associated with the, it appears to be the safest route now. In the past, it used to be going by rail, but now, because of the bombing that happened between Kaduna and Abuja, so it shows that traveling by rail is not safe. So most people, especially politicians and public office holders who are top public officers, would like to go by air.
All right, let's leave airfares for now. Generally, when festivities are here, not only the transport system go through this price hike. When you go to the markets now, you discover foodstuff has actually gone up. How synonymous is this with us in Nigeria? And what is that reason for this continuous trend? Because this is a trend.
Yeah, because during festivals, there is high demand for goods. Some people, for instance, who have not taken, a particular item, food stuff, maybe for 1 year. For instance, if it's Christmas time, you know that you need to get chicken, you need to get meat and all that. Even though throughout the year, maybe you could not afford it. But it's a special, period.
Season.
You are at home with your family, and you think that it's normal to have special dinner, special breakfast. So people buy more, during festivals. When they need to go to the market, they are at home and they need to feed their families, be together with their families and eat together. So, and of course, people capitalize on this. To know that because there will be more people coming to buy, and they have to increase the price because they know that somehow they will need to buy those items because of the.
Is that being wise? Is that wisdom or greediness?
No, I think it's a function of the economy. It's not actually whether they just want to do like that.
Okay, then shouldn't we have mercy on ourselves?
Yeah,
as poor Nigerians.
They need to have we need to have mercy on ourselves. And those selves also include those that are selling those items. They also need to pay their bills. They need to pay school fees. So I think it's a function of the economy that, when you have festivities like this, prices of items will definitely go up.